Hello everyone, and welcome to the final episode in the spin-off series, What's for Dinner Dessert Edition. This is a different kind of recipe for me. I've never worked with one of the ingredients in this recipe before, so let's just go ahead and get right into it. So this weekend's recipe is a chocolate peanut butter mousse cake. What I did before I started recording, I took this circular pan right here and I made just a normal box brownie mix in the pan, as you can see right here. And what we're going to do now is make the peanut butter layer, and then we're going to make the chocolate layer, and then what's going to happen is I'm going to freeze it overnight, and we'll actually come back tomorrow and I'll eat it then. So what I'm first going to do, I'm going to move this out of the way since we don't need this yet. I'm going to take my bowl right here, and I have a jar of peanut butter here. We need a cup of peanut butter. I thought I got a spoon, I guess I didn't. 1 cup, and the recipe calls for smooth peanut butter, or creamy peanut butter. This is creamy peanut butter, so they're all the same. 1 cup of peanut butter. Okay, now we add a ½ cup of powdered sugar, which is in the cup behind this bowl. ½ cup of powdered sugar. Looks like a lot. And then mix it together. Okay, now once you've done this, got the powdered sugar and peanut butter together, here's the ingredient that I said I'd never worked with before. On the side over here, a tablespoon of water, and in this packet is unflavored gelatin. I'm going to take a ½ teaspoon of this gelatin, put it in the water. I'm going to add the next ingredient to this mixture, which is 1½ cups of whipped cream, also known as Cool Whip. Just to be safe, I'm going to measure it out. 1½ cups of Cool Whip, and this is mainly to just make the peanut butter easier to spread when I put it on top of the brownie. All right, let me mix this in. All right, and then take the gelatin and water and dump that in with this. So in a moment here, once I'm done mixing all this, I'm going to pour this on top of the brownie, and then once I do that, I'm going to put it in the freezer for 20 minutes, and then while it's in the freezer being frozen, we'll make the chocolate stuff to put on top. And dump this on top of the brownie. Just a side note about the brownie, make sure you let it cool all the way before you add and do all of this stuff to it, or else it probably won't work right. Spread it out. Alright, that doesn't look too bad. Alright, now we freeze it for 20 minutes. Alright, I'll be back shortly and we'll make the chocolate sauce that goes on top, which is going to turn into the top layer. Alright, so the brownie and peanut butter are still inside the freezer. We're going to make the chocolate top layer right now. But I forgot to do in the first part, and I hope this doesn't compromise the recipe itself, I was supposed to microwave the gelatin and water, so I'm going to do that for this section, and hopefully everything goes fine. So right now I have 1½ cups of chocolate chips, and I'm going to add 1½ cups of heavy cream, and then the instructions are to microwave in 20-second intervals until it's smooth. I'm going to do that next. I never put this bowl in the microwave before, but I put the smaller ones in, so hopefully everything works out. Alright, we'll start with 30 seconds. See, this is the boring part. Okay, first 20 seconds. Take it out, mix it. Why don't I just time-lapse this? It'll be much more fun. That, after however long that was, several minutes, that's about what it should look like. Okay, now we're going to add the next set of gelatin to our water over here. Let that percolate there for a moment while I mix this here. Now I'm going to go ahead and microwave the gelatin here for 10 seconds. Okay, need another cup-and-a-half of Cool Whip. I lost my spoon, I gotta get another one. Alright, measure out 1½ cups of Cool Whip. What you want to bet that one of these smaller containers will come. This goes in. Mix the Cool Whip into the chocolate first and then add the gelatin. Here's my whisk. this might work better here. All right, now we're gonna add the gelatin here in a second. Gelatin. All right, now we've made the chocolate stuff that goes on top. So now comes the next part. This. And we dump the chocolate on top. Once we've done that, we're gonna tap it in here a little bit. Now, we put it in the freezer until tomorrow. All right, so with that, I will see all of you tomorrow when I take it out and try it. So it's now the next day. I didn't bother to set up the actual camera and stuff. I figured I'd just go old school vlog style like this. I'm gonna go ahead and get the peanut butter chocolate peanut butter thing out of the freezer. It looks pretty good. Let's take a look at it here. So it's been in the freezer, like I said, for about 18-ish hours. See if I can undo this here. Let me put the camera down for a second. All right, so let's see if this will. Now, I'm not sure how this is supposed to work. Never used this. I haven't used this before, so there we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, that worked. There we go. All right. Actually, that looks pretty good. A little bit different than what I expected to see. So you got the brownie layer here. Now you're supposed to have a pretty decent peanut butter layer, but I guess I didn't have enough. And then you have the chocolate layer, which is the top here. So I'm going to carve myself a piece of this. So this is proving to be quite a difficult thing to cut. Where's the spatula? Where's the metal spatula? There it is. Try to get this thing. Use that to cut this. So after using like 3 different utensils, I finally managed to get a piece out amidst quite a mess. All right, where's that fork? All right, I'm gonna put the camera down somewhere again. All right, the camera's on top of the fridge, so I apologize for the unlevelness here. I'll hold it up here. All right, here we go. So this is, again, a layer of brownie, a layer of peanut butter, and a layer of chocolate mousse. This is not going easily. All right, here we go. Actually, it's pretty good. Brownie's like completely frozen. There's like barely anything to the peanut butter layer at all. I hope you enjoyed this somewhat extended episode of What's for Dinner Dessert Edition. This concludes our 2 spin-off series for this summer. I really hope you enjoyed them. I really enjoyed making them, even though it took quite a bit of time. But again, I really hope you did enjoy these, and when I do end up making videos again starting in September, I will continue the What's for Dinner series. So until then, take care, God bless, and have a good rest of the summer.